Rise of Kingdoms just released a new video about upcoming update. In that video, they have dropped us the bombshell revealing the new legendary commander, Liu Che, which is infantry legendary commander that you can get for free. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the skills of this new commander and let us see what this commander all about. Hello everyone, my name is Bilek and welcome back to Rise of Kingdoms. Okay, the Liu Che, the Emperor Wu of Han. He is an infantry versatility and attack commander, which is same as Alexander the Great. And this commander can be obtained for free. From the sign-in, login events for 7 days, you will be getting this commander on the last day. You don't have to, spend any gems and spin wheels for this commander. And in my opinion, this commander is very interesting and unique. I think he has his place on open field. So let's check out what the actual skill does. First skill deals smite damage. Okay, smite damage to up to 5 targets in an arc. Damage factor is 2250 on a high side. And every additional target reduces the damage dealt each target by 15%. Okay. And troops hit by the skill have their march speed reduced by 40% for 3 seconds. Lilith has gave us some explanation what is this smite damage means. So smite damage is not actually a skill damage. It is affected by the bonuses to normal attack damage. Okay, so this is kind of a unique skill. In my opinion, it's very unique skill. It is a new type of skills, and you can't call this a skill damage because it is not a skill damage. It is affected by the bonuses to a normal attack damage. Let's talk about the smite damage. Okay? It doesn't synchronize with any other commander. For example, Boudica is very good on open field. She supports the other marches by applying skill damage taken debuff to the target so that your other marches can deal increased skill damage. However, the smite damage is not gonna get affected by the skill damage taken debuff. That's what I have understood from the description, because it doesn't get affected by the skill damage. It only gets affected by the bonuses by the normal attack damage. So the skill damage taken, this is not gonna increase Liu Che's damage. However, okay, so this is one downside, but the upside is that there are also commanders that has a skill damage taken reduction, skills. For example, Boudica also has that skill, and this skill damage taken reduction is not gonna also get affected by the smite damage. So in my eyes, Liu Che is kind of like a completely new type of commander that has new skill that doesn't really go along with others, but it doesn't also get affected by others as well. It's very interesting. As for now, it is kind of too early to tell how he is going to perform on the field. So let's continue to review his skills. The second skill is infantry units led by this commander gains 20% increased defense. Okay, and if this commander troops contains only infantry units, it gains 20% increased march speed and take 20% less skill damage. I really like this second skill, offering the infantry march 20% march speed, which is really needed for infantry players. Infantry defense bonus by 20% is quite nice, and also skill damage taken reduction by 20% is also very nice as well. The third skill is infantry units led by this commander gain 20% increased attack when fighting the other troops. Okay, so I think this is making him an open field commander. So this 20% increased attack is also gonna boost up this smite damage, from my understanding at least. The 300 damage is not that much, but if we see the fourth skill, this 300 damage is gonna become very important. This is the fourth skill. This commander deals 10% normal attack damage while on the map, and whenever their troop deals smite damage, which is procced by the first skill, and also the third skill, it has a chance to do small amount of smite damage. It reduces the damage dealt by the troops by 10% for the next 3 seconds. This skill is also a very new skill that is being introduced along with Liu Che into the game. If I'm not mistaken, there's no other commanders that does this exact kind of same effect. All the other current legendary commanders, they're either going to reduce your stats or they do something about with the skill damage taken increased, right? And also with this skill, I think Liu Che is stamping his way into the must-have commander. In other words, he has to be included in your multi-march deployment on open field, because this debuff doesn't overlap with any other commanders. And the expertise skill is whenever this commander troop launches a normal attack while on the map, it has 25% chance to launch an extra normal attack. I think this is huge because normal attack will generate 100 rage. But if you have a 20% chance, this is basically giving you the ability to 25% chance to generate 100 rage, as well as doing an extra normal attack damage. I think the expertise skill is busted, in my opinion. Liu Che will be casting and spamming his skill very fast, or at least at maximum speed, because of this expertise skills. All right, so let us talk about what would be the pairing for Liu Che. So if you're running a single infantry march or you are building your first infantry march, I think Scipio Prime is going to be the go-to pairing for Liu Che. Scipio Prime being primary and Liu Che being secondary. These two combinations will offer more. In fact, I think it will just offer more than Guan Yu. With the introduction of Liu Che, Guan Yu might get benched, but I'm not convinced on this yet. But you know, as I mentioned in my previous video, I am getting ready to say goodbye to my Guan Yu. Besides Liu Che, they are also going to be releasing another new 2 commanders later this year, I think. Okay, so I don't have the exact date or something, but if they release total of 3 commanders into infantry, that is really showing some love for infantry, which was very much needed. If you are building your first infantry march, I think Scipio Prime and Liu Che is going to be your go-to option. That combo is going to be extremely tanky on open field. Scipio offering some defensive stats and also 15% march speed, deals huge amount of damage. Liu Che also offers a lot of defensive stats and also march speed, so Scipio Prime and Liu Che is gonna be very fast on open field. What about 2 infantry march? I still think that Scipio Prime and Liu Che is gonna be the one of the marches. I don't think it makes sense to pair Liu Che with Guan Yu, because if you take a look into the Guan Yu's expertise skill, Guan Yu has to be gaining some shield in order to benefit the expertise skill fully. Liu Che doesn't offer you any type of shielding. In other words, pairing Guan Yu with Liu Che just doesn't make sense. So if you are maybe going for 2 infantry march, it's a good idea to pair Scipio with Liu Che and then Guan Yu with Targon, which is, you know, the current pairing that people use on open field a lot. That is the 2 infantry pairing that you can use. I don't want to talk about 3 pairings because it doesn't make sense. You should never try to aim to make 3 marches of a certain troop type. You have to be mixing. Like if you have 2 infantry marches, you gotta work on your next archer or infantry pairings in order to have that mixed troop, so that you will be applying the maximum amount of debuffs that doesn't overlap with each other. And also we need to be waiting for the new infantry commanders, which I also predict that it might be Garrison Commander and also another open field infantry commander. You know, we'll see how the game is gonna change. Guan Yu might get replaced completely for 2 march options, maybe not, we'll see. Regarding garrison and rally situation, Liu Che, I don't think he is suitable for garrisoning at all. His 3rd skill literally will not work on garrison situation. If you see the description, this commander deals 10% more normal attack damage while on the map. I don't think Liu Che is gonna be the go-to option for garrison pairing. We are gonna be expecting, you know, the new garrison commander, so hopefully the new garrison commander is going to be awesome, and also hope it's gonna be Sensu Prime. However, Liu Che might be quite nice option or pairing for rally situation. In rally situation, I think Liu Che can be paired with Tariq or Pakal. They might do some damage to the garrison, but not sure. We have to do some testing when the commander comes out to see if it's actually working or not. In my first impression is that if you take a look into, for example, commanders such as Dido, she applies skill damage reduction by 30%. As we know, this is not gonna affect Liu Che because Liu Che's smite damage doesn't get affected by skill damage bonuses or debuffs, as my understanding. This could be a very interesting rally coming up to the table, but we'll have to see. Alright, there are also new things that are coming with this new update. One of them being is this Zenith of Power skin. 15% cavalry HP. I've talked about this Zenith skin stats on my streams, and basically what I said was Lilith should never go beyond 10% if it's HP. Okay, so attack and defense can be 15%. That's okay, but HP being 15% is just completely game changing. I feel like the Zenith skin stats are just being inflated. They should have stick with 10% HP stat and maximum attack and defense by 15%, and that's about it. Aside from that, this city skin looks pretty awesome, and 15% cavalry HP is quite nice stat. There's also another new epic skin, which is this one, archer attack by 5%. It's not really that significant, it's 5% archer attack, so this epic skin is not that important. There's also new alliance skill that you can use. This is basically a very anti-rogue type of play. With this update, any type of farm killing is no longer an option. The banish skill will literally banish you to zone 1. Alright, so there's another one very nice making your life easy change for this KK, which is marking other kingdoms as hostile. This is gonna help the matchmaking for Imperial kingdoms. Sometimes they have a hard time matching against in KUKs, but this is also another very nice making your life easier change that Rise of Kingdoms is implementing into the game. Alright, that's about it. This was my first thoughts and opinion of this change, especially this new commander Liu Che. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment down section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and peace.